I want to welcome those joining us for the first time this high holiday season, as well as those who have been here for years and decades. Beth David has always been my second home. My parents were proud to be a part of the founding of the very first synagogue, this synagogue in northern Palm Beach County. And this year we celebrate its 50th anniversary. I remember saying prayers in the sukkah that was next to the Presbyterian Church on Military Trail before we had this building. When I was in kindergarten, our religious school met in Palm Beach Gardens Elementary. My earliest holiday memories are from the Colonnades Hotel on Singer Island with Rabbi Martyr and Cantor Rakoff. I can still picture running up and down the hotel stairs when I should have been in the children's services. And then later, standing with the shofar in my hands, trying and failing to get a sound out after the service had ended. As Beth David and I grew older, high holiday services were also held at the Marriott in Palm Beach Gardens and the Royal Poinciana Playhouse in Palm Beach. When I returned years later and sat in these seats in this building, I thought that Temple Beth David had really built something special. And also that there were so many more Jews here than when I was growing up. When Marcio Cooper and I came back to live in Palm Beach Gardens, joining again as a family felt like a homecoming. My bar mitzvah was here in '87, and just 7 months ago, my son stood in the same place, or adjacent, where he had his bar mitzvah. Who knows where I'm standing, maybe where his son or his daughter will have theirs. Walking into Beth David has always brought me a sense of belonging, comfort, and when I'm not running late, calm. More than that, it has always been a safe space, a place where I could be Jewish in a way that felt right to me. For some, that means prayer. For others, it means social gathering. And yet others, a guest speaker or an adult education program. For young families, there is our growing religious school and our thriving nursery school. Whatever form it takes, Beth David has always embraced us, each of us, where we are. It isn't just the building, but the people, the extended family that has grown and changed over the years. Congregants who were there for my first Aliyah, and my sons, who stood with me and my family when we first said Kaddish for my mother, and who will stand with us today for Yizkor. Each Rosh Hashanah, as I sit in these seats, I reflect on what I carried with me the year before and wonder what I will carry in the years ahead. Whatever comes, I know I will be here at Temple Beth David with all of you. When life brought me back to Palm Beach Gardens, I chose to invest in Beth David, so it will continue to be here for my family and yours. As you've heard from others who have stood on this bima in past Yom Kippurs, the cost of running our synagogue is not covered just by our dues. This building is aging and needs care. I believe we have all seen the issue with the curtain by the Ark. Since October 7th, our security costs have risen even as state grants have fallen. We are blessed with a remarkable rabbi who carries the responsibilities of both rabbi and cantor. To excel at either role is extraordinary. To excel at both is even more rare. Week after week, through her teaching music and tefillah, she brings wisdom, song, and a sense of connection that deepens our spiritual lives. She stands with us not only in worship, but also in the most meaningful moments of our lives, from bris and baby namings to b'nai mitzvot, from weddings to funerals, guiding us with compassion, strength, and joy. Supporting her, our executive director and lay leadership worked tirelessly to sustain programming on a shoestring budget. Many of you have generously given to our Lighting the Way campaign to ensure our mortgage is paid off by the time the balloon payment comes due. And we thank you. Securing our future. But those funds cannot replace our Yom Kippur appeal. The mortgage campaign addresses one long-term obligation, while the appeal supports our day-to-day operations and the upkeep of this building. As a congregant, a trustee, and a member of the Finance Committee, I thank you and remind you that our Yom Kippur appeal is essential to keeping us strong. So today I invite you to reflect on the life, events, and special moments that you have had here at Temple Beth David, and what you hope it will mean to those who come after you. Think back to your first moments, whether they are a high holiday service, at a simcha, or in a moment of grief. Through joy and challenge, may Temple Beth David remain a place of stability, belonging, and peace. Your generosity ensures this sacred community will endure for us, for our children, and for generations to come. Together, we have built something extraordinary, and together, we can help it continue to flourish.